Hey, Andrew here at SHOT 2020 with Dwayne from Magpul, because you guys knew that ARFCOM would be at the Magpul booth. What do you got new for us?
So a lot this year. We'll start off with drums, 2 more drums, 9 mils in this case. Scorpion EVO 3 is one of those. And short tower Glock mags. This one is interesting in that we optimized it for PCC. Does
Nice.
not actually go into any of the pistols or work with any of the pistols. We have a long tower drum that will work with pistols coming out a little later.
So that won't even fit the 26?
Nope, won't go into any Glock pistol. So it's optimized purely for PCCs. The problem with the regular long, exactly. It works with just about anything, including Kel-Tec and the Ruger PC 9, all stuff like that. That'll take a carbine format that is Glock compatible, but it looked kind of silly with the long tower sticking out of the bottom. So we made the short tower for that purpose, and the long tower will come shortly after that. 50 rounds a piece, loads and works the same as the rest of our drum line, and comes apart the same way as well.
Sweet. Are they available now?
They will be available in spring.
Spring?
Yep, so they're just about done with testing.
What's the MSRP?
MSRP $109.95.
And do they take Glock mags?
Yes, they do. In this case, yes, they do. All right, next thing up, we expanded the Hunter line to do the Savage, and you may notice from this guy that the bolt handle's on the wrong side. So we do have a left and a right hand fitment on this, so same feature set as the rest of the entire hunting line. Now works with Savage 10 and 110 short actions. Naming convention is a little tricky, so it's basically every short action Savage with a numbered designator made since 2006 with a 4.4-inch hole spacing for the action screws, which is most of them.
Is there going to be a test on this?
There will.
I'm going to fail.
The next one is the PMAG 10 5.56 AC. So this takes the AICS magazine format and kind of shrinks it down for 5.56. There's been problems in this format before. I don't know if anybody that's had one of these, an AICS magazine 4.556 223 has probably dealt with some nose diving and all kind of weirdness and bolt over base problems, just because there's not a whole lot of exposure of that, the bolt face overlap for the rim of the cartridge onto the bolt face with this tiny of a cartridge and that large of a bolt face. So what we did is kind of offset the feed lips. They kind of look a little funny. So you see how one's a little higher than the other. It offsets the whole thing so that you get much more bolt face overlap and you don't deal with the follow or dive issues. So this will handle cartridges up to 2.39 inches. It's a 10-round magazine and $39.95 like the other 10-rounders.
Is that available now?
That is not available now. This will be spring to summer.
Spring or summer?
Yep.
Okay.
Braces. So we have 2 braces. One is the BSL, the other is the BTR, and basically same functionality. They are blade style braces. They differ only in the aesthetics for the most part. They work the same way. Both of them have a QD on the back. There's no straps or anything to strap yourself to the gun. You can put a QD socket in back here, or you can put an M-LOK QD attachment on the side. What that does is allow you to use sling tension to assist the regular blade style stabilization function. Works pretty well.
Okay.
These will be $59.95. They work with a regular carbine receiver extension, so it's nothing proprietary. One thing, they are limited correctly for overall length for the existing opinion letters out there, but if you put that's on a carbine receiver extension, you may have to plug a hole if you want to use an A5 or put a law tactical folder on. You may need to plug one of those holes just to make sure you stay within those overall length limits.
Will there be a model for commercial and mil-spec buffer tubes?
You know, we're only doing mil-spec right now. Okay. It's just we kind of, I think we've moved past that as for the most part as an industry.
There's not a lot of them floating out there, but some folks just refuse to get with the times. When are these going to be available?
These are going to be summer.
Summer, awesome. You said about $60?
Yep, $59.95 MSRP, so street price should be a little bit less than that.
That's really competitive with some of the other braces out there.
Indeed, and that was kind of the intent. So.
Yeah, awesome. Does it take Glock mags?
Indeed. And last but not least, that does take Glock mags. The Ruger PC 9 backpacker, lots of folks have been asking for this since we did the X22 backpacker and since the Ruger PC 9 carbine was released. This does everything that our backpacker does, except it is optimized for the 9mm. So it fits a 21-round magazine in there, nice and neat, instead of the 10-round magazines for the X22. Everything else is the same. We do have some M-lock slots up front. We had a little bit more substantial fore end to be able to accommodate that. Works with your standard inserts that come with the carbine, so you can use Glock magazines or you can use the Ruger magazine insert if you like.
Awesome. That's pretty sweet. Let me get this. That's pretty slick right there. I love it.
You can actually take it down and stow it with with a Glock 26 magazine, our 12-round magazine in it, so you can actually stow it just like the X22 with that 12-round magazine in there. Anything longer, and you got to take the mag out to stow it.
Is it this?
So this guy right here.
Oh, nice.
So
very cool.
Nice, neat little package, and like I said, with a 12-round magazine, it clears. But anything else, you got to take it out.
That's pretty slick. Well, Duane, thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you putting up with my stupid questions.
No, not at all. And
thank you guys for watching. We'll be covering lots of other booths. Stay with us. I love you.
And we're going to go walk around and make sure we have everything else that does take Glock mags.